Honorable Member Shri Manish Tiwari.
Thank you, Mr.
Yes.
Chairperson, sir. Mr. Chairperson, sir, this bill represents a pure question of law. ये कानून का बहुत ही खालिस सवाल है. And what is the question of law? That is found in para 5 of the Statement of Objects and Reasons of this bill. Para 5 states this amendment does not create any new offense, but contains a legislative declaration that reference of clause 7(8)(a) always meant the corresponding renumbered provision in clause 8b, and the amendment seeks to rectify this anomaly by making changes in section 27A of the said act in order to carry out the legislative intent of the statute, which has always been to read clause 8b in section 27A and already stood therein. Now, Mr. Chairperson, sir, the question is, can a substantive sentencing provision in criminal law be given retrospective effect by a legislative declaration? That's the substantive question of law which unfortunately this bill does not address. My learned friend, Mr. Mehtab, read out Article 20, subclause 1 of the Constitution of India. And may I, with your permission, Mr. Chairperson, sir, read out that provision in my own manner. Article 20, subclause 1, states that no person shall be convicted of any offense except for violation of a law in force at the time of the commission of the act charged as an offense, nor be subjected to a penalty greater than that which might have been inflicted under the law in force at the time of the commission of the offense. And it goes on to say that no person shall be prosecuted and punished for the same offense more than once. No person accused of any offense shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. Now, why was this safeguard inserted by the framers of the Constitution into this document way back in 1950? Because it primarily encapsulates two of the founding principles or the ground norms of law. The first ground norm is that every person is presumed innocent until substantively proven guilty. This is the first principle of the law. The second principle of the law is, and this goes back almost to 2500 BC, and has held the field in the evolution of classical legal theory now for over 2500 years, that no person can be punished except in accordance with a sentencing provision which is in force when the offense is committed. If this bill, Mr. Chairperson, sir, is accepted in the form in which the government has proposed it, this means that Article 20 of the Constitution of India will become redundant. And we are going to open the floodgates of misuse. Look at the implications of what we are saying. What we are saying is that suppose if there is an offense which is committed today, or for that matter, let me extend the argument differently. If I am carrying out a lawful activity today, 5 years down the line, you can amend the law with retrospective effect, make that lawful activity illegal, and send me to prison. Is this the kind of legislation which this House intends to pass? Because this then sets a very dangerous precedent. And it absolutely takes away the principle of stability which is intrinsic to criminal law. That if at any point in time in the future, any law can be brought and it can be given effect retrospectively, then no person in this country will ever be safe. And it has implications on the confidence which people have in our supreme legislative institutions. Even though the legislative intent of the NDPS Amendment Act 2014 was very clear, but still, with great responsibility, I would like to state that the bill which has been brought now, it cannot validate a wrong which got committed in 2014. The fact is that between 2014 and 2021, unfortunately, if someone has to be sentenced in accordance with Section 27A of the NDPS Act, the fact is that he cannot be sentenced. And this is the consistent principle which has been upheld by the courts of law. Mr. Chairperson, sir, with your permission, let me refer to a judgment of the Supreme Court with regard to the NDPS Act itself. In the year 2001, 2001 में इसी संसद ने जो एनडीपीएस का कानून था उसमें संशोधन किया और संशोधन करके उन्होंने फर्क किया कि जो स्मॉल क्वांटिटी है उसको 60 ग्राम से नीचे की मात्रा में रखा और जो कमर्शियल क्वांटिटी है उसको 250 ग्राम से ज्यादा किया। अब एक व्यक्ति थे, उनका नाम था जवाहर सिंह। अब जवाहर सिंह के पास 65 ग्राम स्मैक पकड़ी गई और कानून के हिसाब से उसको सजा दे दी गई। तो उसके वकील ने उच्चतम न्यायालय में जाके गुहार लगाई कि साहब ये बेनिफिशियल लेजिस्लेशन है, ये संशोधित किया गया है और इसका मेरे मुवक्किल को लाभ मिलना चाहिए। माय क्लाइंट should avail of the benefits of this legislation. A division bench of Justice S.B. Sinha, one of the more erudite judges in the Supreme Court, and Dr. Mukhandan Sharma, what did they hold in that case? And let me read it out. And Mr. Minister, possibly this will make you reflect on the legislation which you have brought before this House. The judges said, it is now beyond any doubt or dispute that the quantum of punishment to be inflicted on an accused upon recording a judgment of conviction would be as per the law which was prevailing at that relevant time, as on the date of the commission of the offense and or the date of conviction. There was no distinction between small quantity and commercial quantity. Question of infliction of a lesser sentence by reason of the provisions of the amending act in our considered opinion, would not arise. The court further says it is also a well-settled principle of law that a substantive provision, unless specifically provided for or otherwise intended by the Parliament, should be held to have a prospective operation. One of the facets of the rule of law is also that all statutes should be presumed to have a prospective operation only. And the court went ahead and dismissed that appeal, saying that even a beneficial legislation, मतलब जो कानून इस संसद ने लोगों को राहत देने के लिए पारित किया था, उसका भी फायदा नहीं दिया जा सकता उसको पिछली तारीख से लागू करके, रेट्रोस्पेक्टिवली लागू करके। ये उच्चतम न्यायालय ने एनडीपीएस के केस में 2001 का जो ऑर्डिनेंस था, उस ऑर्डिनेंस के ऊपर अपना फैसला सुनाया है। अब मुझे यह बात समझ नहीं आती कि अगर उच्चतम न्यायालय का यह रुख है, तो ये जो संशोधन आप लेके आए हैं, this amendment that you have brought, which talks about imprisonment from 10 years to life, is a substantive sentencing provision. How will any court allow it to have retrospective effect? If you read 27A, and let me read it out for the purposes of this House, it's a substantive sentencing provision. Whosoever indulges in financing directly or indirectly any of the activities specified in subclauses 1 to 5 of clause 8A of section 2, or harbors any person engaged in any of the aforementioned activities, shall be punishable with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 10 years, which may extend to 20 years, and shall also be liable to a fine which shall not be less than 1 lakh rupees, but which may extend to 2 lakh rupees. Substantive sentencing provision है। आप 10 साल से लेके उम्र कैद तक की बात कर रहे हैं। कौन सी अदालत आपको इजाजत दे देगी कि एक लेजिस्लेटिव डिक्लेरेशन से कि 2014 में हमारा मतलब ये नहीं था, हमारा मतलब ये था, कौन सी अदालत आपको इसको लागू करने की अनुमति देगी? मैं समझ सकता हूं कि वित्त मंत्रालय में एक धारणा है, मैं भी बड़ी साल इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट का सीनियर स्टैंडिंग काउंसिल रहा हूं, that there is no equity to tax and tax legislations can be provided for retrospectively. However, even where insofar as taxing statutes are concerned, उसमें भी अदालत ने बहुत साफ कहा है कि आप पिछली तारीख से कर तो वसूल सकते हैं, you can collect taxes, with retrospective effect, but penal provisions, compensatory provisions, they cannot be applied retrospectively. और मैं आपको पढ़ के सुनाना चाहता हूं माननीय मंत्री जी कि ये एक जजमेंट है जेके स्पिनिंग एंड वीविंग मिल्स लिमिटेड वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया, 1987 का फैसला है। It says that the judgment has made it well settled that there cannot be any retrospectivity in respect of penalty and confiscation. What does the exact judgment क्या कहती है? It will be against all principles of jurisprudence to impose penalty on a person or to confiscate his goods for an act or omission which was lawful at a time when such act was performed or omission made but subsequently made unlawful by virtue of a provision of the law. And there are several judgments to the same effect. Following this leading judgment, Chief Commissioner of Excise Ahmedabad versus Orient Fabrics, जहां पे सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा था कि एडिशनल ड्यूटीज ऑफ एक्साइज एक्ट की जो पेनल प्रोविजंस हैं वो रेट्रोस्पेक्टिवली लागू नहीं की जा सकती. चीफ कमिश्नर ऑफ मुंबई वर्सेस लाल माइनिंग इंजीनियरिंग वर्क्स 2007 का फैसला है, और काफी फैसले हैं जिसमें इवन टैक्सेशन स्टैट्यूट में ये बात बिल्कुल साफ की गई है कि उसमें भी जो पेनल प्रोविजंस हैं, कॉम्पेंसेटरी प्रोविजंस हैं, उनको आप रेट्रोस्पेक्टिवली लागू नहीं कर सकते. तो मैं बहुत ही अदब और सत्कार के साथ अध्यक्ष जी आपके माध्यम से मंत्री जी को अनुरोध करना चाहता हूं कि मुझे नहीं लगता कि आपका कानून किसी अदालत में टिकेगा. ये बेहतर रहेगा कि आप इस कानून को संशोधित कीजिए और इसमें ये कहिए कि जो आप अमेंडमेंट लेके आए हैं वो उस तारीख से लागू होगी. इट विल कम इनटू फोर्स फ्रॉम द डेट on which this law gets notified. Since Mr. Chairperson has rung the bell, I just have one or two more submissions to make. On a slightly broader point, Mr. Chairperson, sir, हम अफगानिस्तान में जब से तालिबान का राज बना है, अफगानिस्तान की अर्थव्यवस्था बिल्कुल चरमरा गई है. वहां पे जो नशीले पदार्थों की उपज है और उसकी जो तस्करी है वो बहुत तेजी से बढ़ी है, और उसका एक बहुत दूरगामी परिणाम भारत पे पड़ने वाला है. ये जो मुंद्रा पोर्ट में इतना बड़ा नशीले पदार्थों का जखीरा पकड़ा गया, ये उसकी जीती जागती मिसाल है कि अफगानिस्तान में जो घटनाक्रम चल रहा है उसका सीधा सीधा असर हमारे ऊपर पड़ रहा है. उसके अलावा जो इस मुल्क में सिंथेटिक ड्रग्स की समस्या है, which is what is really afflicting our youth, synthetic drugs being manufactured in legitimate pharmaceutical factories, that is something which the government has been completely unable to come to grips with. मैं आपसे यह आग्रह करना चाहता हूं कि कानून संशोधित करने की जगह आप जो अपनी इन्फोर्समेंट है उसको चुस्त दुरुस्त करिए, और इन्फोर्समेंट को चुस्त दुरुस्त करके ये जो नशीले पदार्थ भारत में आ रहे हैं, अब से पाकिस्तान से ड्रोन्स के माध्यम से भेजे जा रहे हैं, इसको रोकने की कोशिश कीजिए. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.